By the way, this is not a video about how to mind fuck people. I'm gonna teach you guys what people use to mind fuck you, how to defend yourself, and of course how to use this without going straight to hell. Okay? Because there is some of the strategies I'm gonna be teaching you guys are strategies that I think you guys do need to learn. They're very important if you are in business and even in your love lives. You gotta learn how to do the mind fucking part, but in a good way that's not evil. Okay? Because the truth is that don't you like it when your partners actually put a lot of thought into something and surprises you, right? Don't you like that? You're mind fucking the person in a good way. Now there is mind fucking in a bad way, and then there's mind fucking in a good way. We're gonna teach you guys the middle path of the mind fucks, and maybe you guys can potentially not go straight to hell while applying these strategies, okay? And if you guys want to learn how to apply these strategies, people, and want to talk to me on the phone on how to do this without going straight to hell, or if you believe that somebody's trying to mind fuck you, you can click on the description down below where it says work with me one-on-one, and there you'll be able to get one-on-one sessions that are 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and 1 hour, people. And there I'll be able to listen to your problems and see where and give you guys my opinions. And a lot of my clients usually get results pretty instantly because I pretty much give you guys an objective eye, okay? And I teach you guys how to apply these strategies in a way that's conducive to being healthy and without going straight to hell, okay? But if you want to learn how to, get that guy to like you or that girl to like you, you got to come to me, okay? All right, so let's begin this, people. Now, look, first things first. The strategy that people use to mind fuck you is keeping you. One of them is to keep you in suspense. Okay, and they get you emotional by being unpredictable. Okay, they get you emotional by being unpredictable. And how do they do this? Well, first of all, a lot of people they start acting in a predictable way, and they get you interested. You get the sensation that they like you, that they're showing interest, and then they're gonna do something that goes against what you thought that they were showing you. In other words, they show you strong signs they like you, but they also show you strong signs that they don't like you. And this is how you defend yourself against people who do this. Okay, you just mirror them. If they want to be unpredictable, you become unpredictable. You either mirror them or you disengage. One of the two, right? Because people who try to manipulate you by getting you to by becoming unpredictable, which it really does work, because when you like people, they're predictable. When you don't like them, they're not predictable, right? And so what people make you do is that they make you think they like you while being unpredictable, and that really does mind fuck you. So the way to do that is that if they're not showing you strong interest and they're not consistent, you just don't interact. If you don't know 100% if they like you, don't interact. You only pursue and interact with people who are making it obvious to you that they like you, right? There's no like, do they like me? If you have to think that is a red flag. Okay, so that's the first thing. That's how you defend yourself. Now, how do you use it, right? Being unpredictable is pretty much, you got to understand, you got to stop it. You got to change the way you view these things. Okay, you got to change the way you view dating. It's not, you should not be moralistic about this. You got to see it as a stage, and you are an actor and you are acting. If you don't act, you're not gonna get on stage. In other words, imagine an actor not put on his makeup because they want to be authentic. Then what are you doing on the stage, right? If you want to be in the social public light and you don't want to play the games of appearances, then what the fuck are you doing? Not everyone is your close family member. People who don't know you expect a certain type of behavior and decorum from you. And if you don't do that because you want to keep it real, well, you're going to get some real shitty results, okay? So always remember that. You are an actor. Learn to create the feeling of anticipation. Learn to create this feeling. It's the gift of feeling you're giving people. It's like giving a gift to someone. You can give somebody a gift, sure, but if you make it anticipate, if you anticipate it, it's gonna be more interesting. For example, I give gifts, but you never know the type of gifts you're getting from me. You never know. You could be like my nieces, where I give them a Chucky doll. You could be like my friend, that I'll do a painting for them. Oh, you could be like my friend John that he's a Democrat. I gave him a book that said 100 Reasons to Vote Democrat, and it was empty. Oh, that gets him so mad, right? Like, you could be unpredictable. See, that type of unpredictability, it's a good type of unpredictability, right? Where people just don't know what to expect. When you say, I got a gift for you. They're like, uh-oh, I don't know. Is it good or bad? All right, find out for yourself. I got a gift for you, right? That's the type of unpredictability that I'm talking about. You're giving people the gift of feeling. You're orchestrating an experience with them. And that type of mindfuck is pleasurable, right? Because it's mindfucking them, right? Right? We're not mind, our word, right? This is a mindfuck. They're in conjunction with it, right? And this is why some people might call you a boring lover, because you don't go out of your way to create a spectacle, right? To make them look in one direction and come from the other. You don't see this as a fun game of a fun game of feelings, right? Come on, man. I sound like Joe Biden. You got to give people those experiences where they expect one thing and you give them the other, right? Maybe it could be a surprise, or maybe it's a routine you guys have and now you just switch it around. Those things are pleasurable and they make you look really fun, right? And this is why being a practical jokester is a pretty good trait as somebody. If you're going out with someone who's from time to time pranks people not in an evil way, right, but in a fun way, right? For example, what's an example of I just have too many of them, man. All right, so yeah, man, but this is the thing, right? You cannot be doing this type of unpredictability all the time. You're gonna look crazy, okay? You cannot be unpredictable consistently. If you have a mood of happiness all the time and then one day you're sad, in the beginning that's fine to just fluctuate emotions, but over time it's gonna become aggravating and annoying. I don't want you guys to be like an emotional mess. I want you guys to give them a dose of difference from every now and then, right? So that you can create new surprises that vary. So it's not just you give them a surprise gift, right? And this is the thing, is that this type of unpredictability is really a fun thing on your part. You should be excited to do this. You should find ways to have fun with the person that you're with and surprise them in novel ways, in novel ways. You know what I'm saying? So, and so it could be that you're unpredictable one day in the way that you dress, right? Like, for example, if I one day come on Mind for Attraction with a suit, can't expect that, right? I'm unpredictable in the way that I act, but maybe I'm not unpredictable in the way that I dress. So the one time I do it, it has an effect, right? It could be where you're unpredictable in terms of how you're dressing, new game, a different mood. Maybe you're happier than usual, a new amusement, an adventure that they don't know of that you take them to, right? A surprise date, a surprise dinner that you usually don't cook. Those types of unpredictability are little jolts to the brain, new things, new peaks between you and this person that mind fucks them to liking you more, right? And the reason for this is that this works as a surprise because I sound like Joe Biden. The reason why surprising people is so important is because you create space for new emotions, pretty much, right? When you surprise people, there's a certain moment of like where they don't think and just emotions come up in their minds, and that sensation is a new feeling that people have that you are given to them that makes them attracted to you. Because you are an ecosystem of positive emotion, an ecosystem of different emotions that being with you allows them to experience, right? So it surprises, so it lowers their defenses. If the surprise is pleasurable, your seductive charm will enter their bodies like a venom. Any sudden event creates this effect, right? And this is why you have to find pleasure in this. The more you like this, the more you want to do this. The more you want to do this, the more pleasurable experience you give the other person. And honestly, it's really a fun thing, to be honest with you. So it's like it's almost like the effect of this is very similar to this. It's like when you see someone you didn't expect to see. Imagine you're in London and you're walking around and you see Bob the neighbor, right? You're like, what the fuck, Bob? What the fuck are you doing here, Bob? Right? And that sensation of like that new feeling that you feel when you see someone that you didn't expect that's what you're creating, and that is a pleasurable experience because I can promise you remember the surprises a lot. You remember surprises, so those are memorable things that you can have a memorable moment, but if you include a surprise on top of the memorable moment, something unpredictable, it's gonna have that type of effect, right? So it's like seeing somebody randomly in a few occasions, right? It's like when you see someone randomly, like from time to time, right? What happens is that suddenly you realize that you start to anticipate them, right? So you're seeing someone, you see them every day. There's a certain level of consistency, right? And now you expect that level of consistency all the time, right? And then suddenly you break it off, right? You do something completely the opposite of what they would expect, right? And that surprise jolts them. That surprise makes them to pay closer attention to you, right? And this is the thing, is that once people begin to anticipate you, when you start doing the routine, that's how you know you're falling for them, right? That's how you know that you're falling in love with the person, when you begin to anticipate them in your life consistently, right? And this is why I tell people that these strategies on this channel is not about manipulating people. It's really about giving people an experience. Too many people don't get excited to manipulate how somebody feels. And the way I say it sounds so evil, right? But what I'm trying to tell you is that you are an orchestrator, and this person, their emotions are your instruments. They're giving you the opportunity to control the rhythm of those feelings. And what you're doing here is that you're giving them a pleasant surprise. It's like, for example, I used to date this girl, and she used to hate a special shirt that I used to wear all the time. She fucking hated it. I didn't understand the hatred with this woman with the shirt, right? And one day she was gonna come and see me and was like, "Hey, I got a special shirt on that you're really gonna like, and I got you one, right?" Right? And she was like, "Ah, fuck, I don't like the way this is going." I was like, what are you talking about? Because she was like, "Yeah, because last time you freaking pranked me." I'm not asking you to prank people, right? But I'm just saying the unpredictable aspect. She was like, "All right, sure, let's see what this was," right? To her surprise, it was a shirt of Marilyn Monroe, because she really loved Marilyn Monroe. I was like, here's your shirt." She was like, "Oh." She was like, "There's no fucking locusts, no insects, no freaking hell fire. Is this really a shirt?" She's like, "Yeah, take it. Nothing could go wrong. Take it. Put it on. Put it on. Stop looking at me like I'm weird." That is the look that I give people. I can tell why they get so suspicious. They're like, "Okay, nothing's gonna show up, right?" You're like, "Yeah, no problem. Yeah, put it on. Put it on." Obviously, it's just a shirt, right? But it's that. I know people are like, "This sounds fucking abusive." Okay, maybe. Okay, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Okay, but it's a fun experience, man. You're trying to tell me that even though it's just a shirt, the anticipation, I don't know what's going on, I don't know what's gonna happen, that type of stuff from time to time is fun, and people will remember you, and they're gonna be drawn to you, right? Hopefully, because then if you're a psychopath and you play practical pranks, if you're a psychopath, don't be doing this shit, because you guys take it too far. Anyways. All right, guys, we're going to have a brief intermission so that I can tell you guys about our new bundle that we're doing, where you guys can purchase all of my courses and get it at a discount. So this bundle is pretty much the bundle where you could just buy all of my courses. You could buy Nice Guy, which is a training course on how to come across more assertive, how to come across more confident, how to not give off nice guy vibes. You guys can get access to Dark Game, which is my full dating course on how to meet women in different scenarios, how to attract women, how to make sure you don't come across as creepy, and essentially how to act like a man and not act like a doofus, to be quite honest with you. And you get all of these bonuses, which is the bonuses of Dark Game, the bonuses of Practical Mastery, which is about how to master a skill, Social Mastery, which is how to master your social life, and the Laws of Human Nature, which is a book club video that I had dissecting Robert Greene's book. All of this is naturally at around naturally is at $346, but you guys can purchase this bundle and get it at what's the price again? Get it at $238 pretty much. So you guys can purchase it right now. It's a money back 30-day money back guarantee. It's a good way to, rather than just buying them individually and paying extra, you guys can just purchase everything at a discount price. Now, the only thing I don't like is the fact that I'm giving you a lot of information at the same time. That makes me kind of scared, because a lot of times people don't do the things that I teach when you get too much information. But I've gotten too many requests to do this, so I'm just satisfying you guys. Purchase it right now by clicking on the description down below where it says purchase the bundle. All right, let's continue with the video.